Hello everyone, welcome to another video on military schedule. In this video, we'll talk about the crucial role being played by the F-35 in defending Ukraine against the Russian invasion. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, do subscribe now and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. At the end of February 2024, Ng Eng Heng, Singapore's Minister of Defense, during a parliamentary hearing aimed at justifying his country's decision to increase the number of F-35 fighter jet orders, highlighted the aircraft's capabilities in areas such as stealth and electronic warfare, pointing out that no other aircraft possesses such capabilities, thereby justifying the increase in orders. During his hearing, the Minister of Defense cited the example of the F-35's role in the defense of Ukraine, saying that the fighter's capabilities are proving crucial to the Ukrainian effort, both defensively and offensively. It's clear that the F-35 is not being operated by the Ukrainian Air Force, and there is no possibility of this happening in the future. But then, how exactly is this fighter so important to the country's defense against the Russian invasion? According to the Minister of Defense of Singapore, the role played by the F-35 in Ukraine is neither offensive nor defensive, but rather in the monitoring of airspace, the Black Sea, and especially threats and even potential targets on the ground. The minister specifically referred to the fighter's ability to identify Russian anti-aircraft defenses in Crimea and southern Ukraine. The minister did not go into great technical detail, but he was referring to the F-35's impressive electronic warfare equipment set. This includes its AN/APG-81 active electronically scanned array radar, its AN/ASC-239 Barracuda electronic warfare system, and its electro-optical AN/AAQ-37 and 40 systems, designed to detect threats and lock onto them using the heat they emit. The APG-81 radar from Northrop Grumman was developed specifically for the F-35 and is the successor to the APG-77, which had been developed for the F-22. This radar, in addition to having all the air target identification capabilities of the APG-77, also includes expanded capabilities for identifying ground and surface sea targets. In air mode, it is capable of tracking up to 23 threats 150 kilometers away, and can engage up to 19 simultaneously. The ASQ-239 Barracuda is, in reality, a set of various equipment with a very important mission: to actively interfere with the enemy's electronic systems, including radars and communication systems, while preventing the enemy from doing the same with the fighter's electronic systems. It also includes alert systems and countermeasures, with missile approach detectors and automatic launchers of flares and chaff. And finally, we have the AN/AQ-37, a set of high-resolution infrared sensors spread along the entire fuselage of the fighter jet, designed to detect and track ballistic missile launches, anti-aircraft missiles, and even other aircraft. Thanks to this system, the F-35 can track threats passively without resorting to active radar wave emissions, waves that can be easily intercepted by the adversary's sensors, thus enabling them to determine the fighter's location. By doing this without radar, the F-35 knows what is happening around it without revealing its presence, a capability that adds to its radar stealthiness, making the fighter almost entirely invisible. And as if that weren't enough, the F-35 can do this from up to 807 miles away. This means that an F-35 flying over Hungary and Central Europe can detect the launch of Russian missiles in Crimea, and an F-35 flying over Romania, which is NATO airspace, can track any Russian missile launch in the Black Sea, and even in the Russian regions of Krasnodar and Rostov. This is such an impressive capability that an F-35 flying over international airspace in the Black Sea can track missile launches from Russia's Moscow region. According to Singapore's defense minister, all this information about Russian missile launches captured by the F-35 is transferred directly to Ukraine, which, based on this, can perform two very important procedures. The first being to put its defenses on alert, awaiting the arrival of the missiles. And the second, the ability to determine the estimated location of those launchers. An important step for Ukrainian drone attacks, aiming to destroy those launchers. In the case of air defenses, as it is a type of weapon that only works through the emission of radar waves, the F-35, operating safely within NATO airspace, is capable of, through triangulation, determining the almost exact location of Russian defenses in Crimea, with this information then being used by Ukraine for precision attacks. As we have seen, the F-35, without actively participating in combat, is proving decisive for the Ukrainian defense effort. We are coming to the end of another video, and if you enjoyed our content, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any news. Thank you for watching.